Oh, already got some chaos. That's David Attenborough and Samuel Jackson.
Surprise! It's David Attenborough that's tried to stick it down the inside. Samuel Jackson who says, no, sir. Oh, contact!
There's a crash. That's Pepe and Enrique Lara.
Look me, unfortunately. We need these F3 cars, guys. Goldblum once again. Of course it is, but he tries around the outside. Jeff Goldblum gets a bit of curb. Yeah, Bongo Cat on the outside.
Oh, into the crowd.
That's Fukyu that's climbed over the top. Sides Harold Hill.
Oh no.
One of them's put him into the barrier. And then Cecil's Jimmy can have a separate incident. I think that's like the Alan Carr. So this is the closest battle on track then. Flavio Briatore defending from Ukyo Katayama. He'll try and go around the outside. Gets that move done. Nicely done. Susie Wolf and Michael Scott into the final corner. Somehow. Oh, Jesse Pinkman's facing the wrong way at turn one. Kyle Busch carrying more speed all over the place. Trying to hold on to the back end of that Formula 3 car. Jeff Goldblum won't give it up. He's trying around the outside now. Got to concede that now, Jeff. Surely no, he's going to carry on down the inside for the double left-hander. We'll have the inside line here. Back end twitching all over the place and he gets the move done. We'll have the slipstream on Jeff Goldblum as they come down. It's great racing for us. Didn't expect this today. Schumacher down the inside of Sheldon Creed. That was always going to happen. Johnny Schumacher round. He's kept it out the barrier at least.
Gets it on the grass and... Oh,
good job, son.
Oh! Oh.
You alright?
I thought he was driving straight to the end of the barrier.
This battle is continuing then. Kyle Busch. We've got Jeff Goldblum going wheel to wheel with Mike Conway. Oh, he is. He's round the wrong way at turn one. They're going left, right, and centre.
Fernando Alonso.
Catherine Payne has to go left, right, and centre.
Okay.
Get the car off the track, guys. That's Mike Conway. Alan Carr have we got a new Martin Brun?
That's Samuel Jackson.
Oh,
yeah.
He's just launched into the back of him. He just launched himself into it.
We're on replay, by the way.
We are. Pit stops. Han Solo back out. Towards Takagi's had a really good stop and has put himself right on the back of the race leader. We've got Han Solo's got a fight on his hands now. We have had a move to the lead then. Takagi has made the move round the outside. Han Solo will try it back round the outside into the final corner. Has to settle for second for now then. So Takagi was patient. He broke away. His pit crew did the better job and now he's in the lead of the race.
8 is right behind as well, fighting with Liam Bridesmaid.
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it, guys. Oh,
yep. It's predictable, but 8's fine.
It's Liam again every time at this track. Liam gets put into that barrier. That's 2 years in a row now. There is that battle that we were looking at then. King Spot defending Lando Calrissian, making the move down the inside of Pepe. I think we'll go on board with at the back of this pack then. Lando Calrissian gets shuffled behind Pepe. Pepe trying to make a move down the outside of Keegan Spark. And then it's Johnny Schumacher will look for the inside line on Lando Calrissian. Then Johnny Schumacher gets the break done a little bit later. Pepe tries around the outside. Johnny Schumacher gets the pairing towards Takagi. Played the patient game, got the pit stop right, made his move shortly after the pit stop and has not looked back. He's going to round the final corner to take the win, to make it 3 different winners from 3 different races in the Foxworth Autosport Fantasy League. Han Solo will come across the line in 2nd place. It's going to be Flavio Briatore that will probably extend his championship lead in 3rd. Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the Foxworth Autosport Fantasy League. It's time for round number 4 around our first new circuit of the year. It's the Knockhill International Circuit in Great Britain. And back alongside me for round number 4 is Foxworth himself. How are you today, my friend?
Doing well. Excited to see how this track runs. It looks like a smaller Oulton Park, if that's possible. Yeah, it should be quite a frenetic race. And if someone crashes in the first sector, then I mean, that could cause incidents with the leaders. It's so close.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very short lap around here. They're doing about 43-second laps. So, yeah, as soon as the field starts to string out, we're definitely going to see that issue, I think, here today, as well as the guys that are recovering from crashes will be put straight back into danger a lot quicker. So, yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see how this works out. Flavio Briatore is our leader at the moment. After 3 very consistent races so far, he's got a healthy lead in the championship over Sheldon Creed and Kyle Busch, and then it's El Clasico that are leading the way in the constructors from HWT and UJ Ide's super licensed Warriors then. So We'll be looking to see if anybody can fight back against Flavio in this one. He's running away with it at the moment, but it's a long way to go, and as we know, this championship normally switches around very quickly indeed.
Exactly, and just to put it in perspective of how well Flavio is doing, his lowest finishing position this season was 8th.
But yeah, we don't know what to expect. It's our first addition to the track roster from last year.
Busch to the top.
He is, yep. Kyle Busch on pole at the moment then, but it's going to change a lot as this qualifying session winds down. And I think we'll see them improve into the 42s at some point. But yeah, Keegan Spark now goes to the top 10 with 43.0.
That's the Pepsi haters 1-2 right now.
Is it? Okay, well obviously Keegan's been giving them some tips around here then.
Evidently.
Looking out the front row at the moment. As I say, a long way to go, so we'll see if they can hold on at the top of the grid. But yeah, I mean, we don't know what to expect as Jesse Pinkman pops himself up into 3rd place.
That's another one of Kagan's cars. My goodness. Could this be a Kagan 1, 2, 3, 4? Where is Michael Scott? Oh, it's more Flavio to the top. Oh my goodness. He is just having a dominant season right now if he can hold on to this.
He doesn't want to give it up. He wants to keep that championship lead from start to finish and make it an incredibly boring championship. Let's hope not. It is Flavio at the front at the moment. Toro Takagi. The other El Clasico racing car is in 3rd at the moment. Fernando Alonso is actually following him on track. So he's obviously been told by the team boss to get out there, score some points, and try and follow Flavio in qualifying to find some pace. And it's working at the moment for him.
Yeah, just like real life, Flavio Briatore is obviously the mentor to Fernando Alonso, taught him everything he knows in real life. That's how that works, right?
Bongo Cat is at the front then. This is how quickly it's changing. Fernando Alonso is now down to 12th as Taki Inoue now hits the front. David Attenborough's up to 4th, Pepe in 5th. So this is going to keep changing right down to the check flag, I think.
This is quite the display right now as Toro Takagi goes to the top. Alan Carr is back on top. He was on top early, or near the top, I should say.
It was, and I thought he went straight on at turn 1 there, but he's struggling with something.
Yeah, it looks like he needs some... Oh, he might have some damage or something. I don't know what happened.
No, Alan, what are you doing? He's shuffled. I think he's run out of fuel is what's happened there. Oh, and King Spark is off as well. And then that's Rene. I stopped calling him Rene, Jay. Renko van der Zande gives him a little tap for good measure.
I think Alan Carr was just practicing his standing starts there in the middle of the track in qualifying. So.
That's where I do it, on an uphill part of the track in qualifying. We can see already how chaotic this track is going to be as Karen Horner and Susie will fly through turn 1.
And Fook me to the top right now, so we're focusing on Alan Carr there with his insanity. Another car off the track there.
Yeah,
that might be Renger van der Zande with some damage.
He's crawling back. We've got cars off at the final corner. We've got people running out of fuel all over the place, I think. Alan Carr has now found himself another gravel trap. This is the craziest qualifying I think I've seen. That's Pepe that's just gone and joined him. Oh, and they're all going on Bongo Cat. Has someone dropped some oil on the track?
Maybe.
Anyone else going to join Campus Corner?
I think they just wanted a quick beach day.
They're definitely beached.
Okay. Oh, okay.
David Attenborough I think they've all run out of fuel.
They filled it up for 9 minutes instead of 10.
Yep, another miscalculation. And oh god, we got Michael Scott and Liam off at turn 1. This is going to be a great race, Fox. I can feel it. If this is happening in qualifying, do not miss the race because it's going to be absolute chaos around here. That's Fookme and Johnny Schumacher off as well. Fookme currently on provisional pole, but is beached in the gravel at the final corner.
I think what's happening is they're all getting pole position and they're just trying to lock in their...
trying to bring out the yellow flag, right?
Exactly. They're trying to pull Nico Rosberg, Michael Schumacher, and try to slow everyone down behind them. They go, oh no, I ran out of fuel. And then they go, oh right, there's no safety regulations in the series, and then they just go back to the pits.
But there is, you've answered your own question there. There's also no safety regulations. There's no yellow flags to slow down.
Exactly. But we don't tell them that. We're like, yeah, it's safe.
Settle off.
I think that might be a corner cut. I don't know.
Well, I hope he doesn't finish the lap. Louis Spence has moved himself up to 3rd place. Jesse Pinkman currently on the front row with Fukume then. And I think that's going to be it for qualifying, as the timer has run out and everybody is either stranded or limping at this point. As Fukume tries to hold them up back out the pits just to make sure that nobody gets a lap in.
Up, go backwards. I think she's out of fuel.
I think they're all out of fuel. Mike Conway just practicing his headbanging. I don't porpoise these cars, Mike. You don't have to worry about that.
This has been quite the interesting session. Yeah, it looks like Fukume is going to be on pole.
It is, yep. So we'll move it on over to the race session then and see how the grid lines up for round number 4 around Knockhill.
Starting on pole, we got Fukume. A fantastic lap from her. We'll see if she can convert and get some good points for her team. She's flailing down in 28th in the championship, so maybe she can put her season on course. Then we got Jesse Pinkman with, I think, his first ever front row start. He's really been trying to not win his own award this season, so we'll see if he can bring home some points as well. Then we got Louis Spence, Taki Inoue, Tori Takagi, Alan Carr, who is loves a bit of length, and Louis Spence as well, so that is a good team start there. Taki Inoue and Tori Takagi might be on the same team. I'm not 100% sure how the split is. Then we got Liam Bridesmaid, a championship contender down in 4th, but the only one that's really matters is Flavio right now. And then we got Bongo Cat, Heinz Harold Hill, Han Solo started on pole and converted the race win last round. I definitely don't forget.
He was 2nd. Takagi won in the end. He
gotcha.
did it late on.
So yeah, pole sitter to 10th place. We'll see if he can go to get maybe a win this time out. And we got Jeff Goldblum, Flavio Briatore, the dominant car in this series right now. We'll see if he can make up some positions and keep his top 8 finishes running. We got David Attenborough, Samuel Jackson. He had a concussion last time out. Let's hope that he doesn't carry that into this race. And we got Lando Calrissian, Fernando Alonso, Johnny Schumacher, UJ Ide, Pepe, Tyler Ankrum, Keegan Spark, Catherine Payne put on quite a show with Kyle Busch last time out. They're kind of close on the grid. We'll see if they'll meet up again in this racetrack. And we got Fuku, Cecil, and a pretty disappointing season for Cecil. He's last place in the championship, not where he wants to be. We'll see if he can make up some ground and get his championship hopes back on track. Then we got Matt Neal, Kyle Busch, Sheldon Creed, Ranger Van de Zanda, or Rene, if you're Jay. Then we got Richard Attenborough, Karen Horner, Michael Scott, 8. Again, another one that's languishing down in 24th, and he's not looking good today. So our champion from last time out is really not looking great. But we'll see if he can set things right. And we got Susie Wolf, Enrique Lara, Mike Conway, and Ukio Katayama rounding this out.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an interesting grid. We've got a lot of people that are, I think, quite short on points. Starting towards the front, Fukume, Jesse Pinkman, Louis Spence. Takagi, after the win last time out, looks like he could be the guy to start gaining on Flavio Briatore. But we've got 40 laps of the Knockhill circuit between us, between all these drivers and the check flag. So a lot that could still happen. Right, the engines are on and we're getting ready to get underway for round number 4 around Knockhill. It will be Fukume on pole from Jesse Pinkman on the front row. It's lights out and away we go. Fukume gets a good start. Jesse Pinkman looks like he's coming under pressure already from Louis Spence. Taki Inoue looking to make a move down the outside, and then comes Takagi. And we'll see if they all make it through cleanly into turn 1. Very tight track around here, and I'd be very surprised if we don't see anything on this first lap as Fukume leads us through the chicane then, away from Jesse Pinkman, Louis Spence and Take Inoue.
Looks like a clean getaway so far despite this too wide start. Yeah, it looks like people are sorting themselves out, trying to jockey for position. I don't see any major changes yet, so maybe not an incident, but there's definitely some position swaps here or there. People are kind of getting into a line there as someone goes for the dive bomb.
They're all going for the dive bomb into the final chicane. It's a good overtaking spot, that one. And most of them are still side by side, but these front 6 then are starting to break away, and then it's a bit of a gap back to Bongo Cat. That's our championship leader, Flavio Briatore, going wheel to wheel with Jeff Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum holds it around the outside, and he's going to come under pressure from David Attenborough now, who's coming under pressure from Samuel Jackson then.
Yeah, this is very much like a real-life 3 race where if you get under pressure and then suddenly you're going to be out of line and then you're going to be dropping positions and time and everything. So it's really kind of reflecting the real-life F3 races right now.
Yeah, absolutely. It's super tight round here, and everybody's so competitive in this league. You've got Enrico Lara making a move on Richard Attenborough there. And so far, everybody is clean at the moment then. So it's Fook Me that still leads away from Jesse Pinkman, Louis Spence, Take Inoue, Tora Takagi and Alan Carr. And still that gap developing back to Bongo Cat then. I wonder if he either had to go too defensive or he's picked up a bit of damage. But it looks like he's starting to stretch away from the bridesmaids. So probably just fighting quite hard. Yeah. Oh, we got Katayama off at the back of the field.
Without a wheel. And who's that over there? That's Mike Conway.
It is Mike Conway. I think they've made contact into turn 1 then. Katayama was trying to make a move on the inside. And Mike Conway tries to set a new Guinness World Record for the amount of barrel rolls in a race. And I think he's taken the record, I'm being told. So our first incident then is Conway and Katayama that were caught up. Karen Horn and Carl Busch going through that same corner now. Oh, you can see what happens. They just clip that inside curve as they try to make the move. Karen Horner holds on to it though. Flavio Briatore then, still on the back of Jeff Goldblum. El Clasico Racing pretty much holding station at the moment. Fernando Alonso's made up 1 place ahead of Lando Calrissian. So
that's all he needs to do. So maybe he's finally considering this championship and how big of a lead he has, and maybe he's satisfied with the top 12.
Yeah, maybe. It's a long way to go, and a lot of chaos that can start to happen as incidents start to happen as well. Just interested where Katayama and Conway are. They're coming back out the pit lane. I think just behind the pack, so they're safe from them at the moment.
But how much damage is going to be on those cars is the question, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen a lot of issues in the past. The cars coming out not quite right. And like Footme was going a bit defensive there as he's being hunted by Jesse Pinkman. And I think Bongo Cat has actually caught the back of this field now then. So that gap that the front 6 had has completely evaporated. And we're back nose to tail over the pit straight then.
It's like out the top, what, like 24 nose to tail?
I think it's the top 34. I think it's the entire field. Oh, nose to tail. And, it's been a lot more relaxed than I thought it was going to be so far. But when they're all so close together, we know how quickly that can change.
Exactly. I think we're going to see some craziness on pit strategies as well as they're running out of fuel in qualifying. Everyone's just sideways out of that corner. It's insane.
They are literally 4-wheel drifting through the final corner. Absolutely committed, these guys. They're now well into the season, so they're not going to be hanging about. They're not going to be taking it cautiously. They're going to be giving it everything at the moment. It's an incredibly technical track.
I feel like they're not braking at all. It feels like they're going full speed this whole thing, just drifting around corners and flying through chicanes. It's insane how they're driving this.
Yeah, you can see the car moving about all under braking. You see the little drift out of the final corner as well.
I can't be good on tire wear, but...
No, it can't be.
Alan Carr goes by Tora Takagi. Tora Takagi goes down 2 positions. Okay, I was like, does he have damage? But I think it was just getting out of shape there.
Oh yeah, he's taken a bit too much curb as he was defending from Louis Spence, and he lost that position. Bongo Cat locking up to make sure he got the move done on the outside. And yeah, it's not worked out very well for Takagi there. He's lost, 3 positions in 1 corner. So he's going to have to make a bit of progress now. That moves Louis Spence into 3rd, Take Inoue into 4th, and Alan Carr into 5th then.
I love that drift off that final quarter. It's hilarious.
Fernando Alonso going wheel to wheel with Lando Calrissian then.
Yeah, trying to get his position back from the start here. Going down the inside, we've seen a flash point here, and he backs out of it, thankfully.
Yeah, thinks better of it. Stop behaving yourself, boys. Keep your foot in. Throw it down the inside.
It's looking like these first set of pit stops are really going to determine the race here. Because obviously if you're coming out in this big pack, then it's going to completely ruin your race. So everyone's just going to try to go for the overcut here.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, with only a 43-second lap, there could be a 3 or 4 lap spread like we see around the ovals. In terms of when they want to pit, and that obviously opens them up to running out of fuel and opens the positions up to changing quite a lot during that pit stop cycle. So yeah, we'll have to see. The fuel has been readjusted back to sort of a more normal level after the, I think, 5-stop race we had round Spa. So we might get 1, we might get 2 stops, but it's going to be fairly deep into this race when we see them start to happen.
Yeah.
Got
Full
Karen.
gap forming here. There's Karen Horner, goes around the outside of Sheldon Creed and makes it stick.
Yep, good move from Karen Horner. She's getting on her way up 2 places already. And any position you can gain in this kind of race when they're all so close and behaving themselves is going to benefit you.
Indeed, this is looking quite a lot like Brands Hatch right now, but we'll see if Chaos does pick up in the latter half of this race.
Yeah, maybe it's just the British tracks. Maybe when they're in the UK, they just all behave themselves. Like, this is the home of motorsport. We need to take it easy. We don't want to make fools out of ourselves. God forbid they do that in this league. Right, Fugme is absolutely sodding off at the moment. 4-second advantage over Jesse Pinkman, Louis Spence, Taki Inoue, and Alan Carr, who have now made a breakaway from Bongo Cat. That gap forming again. So they are starting to break up a little bit. That field spread up to 17 seconds now. So it's going to be close. I think you're right. I think the pit stops they are so sideways in that corner now as the fuel's coming off. I think you're right. It's going to be close to whether they catch the back of the field, but it's the pit stops that are going to cause the chaos.
Indeed, and I still love that drift around that corner. It's so interesting to see.
I'm shocked that it's as calm as it was. I've never seen a qualifying session like it. To be followed by a procession is quite a shock at the moment.
Oh, and Bongo, Fugme is in as well. Jesse Pinkman, Louis Spence, Bongo Cat, Liam Bridesmaid.
Yeah, absolutely.
Quite a small group here, and I think a lot of them were leading their respective groups.
Yeah, so maybe the leading that has not allowed them to save quite as much fuel.
And they're going to be coming out around Ukyo Kariyama as well.
Well, they come out. Fugme's come out right on the back of the field, so he's just behind Susie Wolf.
I don't know if that's a benefit or a detriment.
I think it's a benefit because he's not come out in traffic, and with the extra fuel they're carrying, they're not going to be as quick as those guys in front of them. So he's not going to get holed up.
And I think everyone else is coming in right now.
Yep.
See
so
if anyone tries to braze it out for another lap here. I think everyone's coming in.
It does look like the rest of the field are going to come in then. And, there goes Fugme back into the lead then. You're right, Katayama is probably going to come out in a bit of... oh no, I think he's going to come out between Fugme and the rest of the field then. So Jesse Pinkman...
He's less fuel than Fugme, so he might get involved there and try to get his lap back.
Yeah, maybe. So Jesse Pinkman's back out in P2. Alan Carr, I think, has jumped Louis Spence into a P3. Alan Carr's up 3 positions, actually. So is Bongo Cat.
This is fantastic for Loves a Bit of Length right now.
Yeah, 3rd and 4th at the moment. And,
which is ironic, because it's such a short track. So
talking of getting involved, there's Mike Conway, 2 laps down, making a move on Bongo Cat.
Mike Conway and Ukyo are probably going to have to pit as well, so be on the lookout for that.
Yep, absolutely. It was only a couple of laps into the race, wasn't it? So do expect them to pit fairly soon. And who are the big gainers? Keegan Sparks up 8 places. Pepe's up 8 during those pit stops. There's slow stops for Jeff Goldblum. Well, there's a few 18-second stops. And
Where's Flavio?
Flavio is 24th. He's had a shocking pit stop.
Shocking one indeed. And
27 seconds from the El Clasico racing crew.
Completely open up the championship right here.
It is, and he's been jumped by his teammate as well. Fernando Alonso's not had a good stop either, but he's ahead of his teammate now. Looking through them, Flavio's down 12. Enrique Lara's up 7. Catherine Payne down 8. So stops definitely have shaken things up, and it's benefited the pit crews that could do the better job in what was a very busy pit lane.
Yeah, we'll see if anyone's going to take more risks in the second half of the race now that the pit stop's out of the way.
Yeah, there's going to be some that are smiling inside those crash helmets after those stops, and some that are going to be very angry and trying to get some points back. So, yeah, we'll have to see, as you say, whether we see any incidents. Lap 23-24 should be okay to the end, but it will still be close. As I say, they always seem to go a bit further in the first stint, so we have a question mark anyway, as whether they will get to the end on that. They should do.
Looks like Jesse Pinkman is making up a couple tenths here or there on Fukmi, but I don't know if it'll be enough for race to the finish here.
No, what it has done is given him a nice gap.
Oh, did Katayama pass Fukmi? Yeah, Katayama's passed Fukmi, and now he's coming in.
So thankfully did it safely, didn't get too involved. Katayama brings it into pit lane for what should be his one and only stop. Presumably Mike Conway will follow. No, he's going another lap then. And that's Alan Carr defending from his teammate. Don't need to do this, boys.
Yeah, 3-4 is going to be vital for Love's a bit of length as they're down in 12th right now. So we'll see how much they can shoot up if they can keep this positions.
Yeah, absolutely. The last thing they need to do is fight. If anything, Louis Spence could just do with backing off a little bit and let his teammate see if he can pull away. But he's having to defend at the moment then, into the final hairpin.
And talk about consistency. We got Bongo Cat and Pepe in 5th and 11th. Rage's team is, again, just doing really well. As Toru Takagi and Yuji Ide are falling down the order.
Oh, it's chaos at the final corner. It has happened. So they're all going left, right and centre to try and avoid UKJ, and I think that's, fuck you. Let's try and see if we can see what's happened then. I think it had already happened by the time Takagi got there. No.
So he just loses it on his own.
Just lights up the rear tyres. Heinz Harold Hill goes one way. They'll go left and right to try and avoid, and it's fuck you that it's unfortunately the one that there's all kinds of chaos. That's our race leader, fuck me.
Oh, and that's Louis Spence.
It's Louis Spence, that's Mike Conway. I wonder if
he ran out of fuel. Samuel Jackson is off to the side as well.
Has he lost it all on his own as well?
No, I think Toru Takagi was still there.
Oh no, Takagi was, and he tried to avoid the accident.
Oh, fuck me. By slamming her steering wheel right now. Saying, fuck me, fuck me.
No, I mean, she should be saying, fuck you. Oh, and it was Louis Spence that got caught up in it as well. Fuck me's desperately trying to get going.
This looks like Hamilton right now in Monza, trying to get going.
There's one person you don't want. Well, I mean, Louis Spence is used to people creeping up behind. That's no need for that. Oh, there's all kinds still going on.
Louis Spence being rammed there.
This race has been ignited.
Oh, so Jesse Pinkman is in the lead right now.
Oh, it's Bongo Cat. Bongo Cat is round.
Oh, and his wheel is messed up as well. Oh, it looks like a big crash.
It is. That looks like Liam that's going to go into the back of him, maybe. Bongo Cat. Oh, they're seeing Samuel Jackson and they're being intimidated. And who's that behind?
Liam was involved in that, but he's still going in 3rd place.
Van der Zandt. Well, I can't keep up with what's going on the screen. The timing screen is all over the place. Liam Bridesmaid and Heinz Harold Hill and David Attenborough.
Oh, what?
They're all just piling in. That's Flavio. It's our championship leader.
Oh no!
He's trying to get him going. He forces his way through. I'm not having this.
They're in the middle of the track. What are they doing? What? Heinz Harold, you can't go.
Oh no. No.
This is gonna cause chaos.
Jesse Pinkman's off. Jesse Pinkman's off.
He's already off.
Corner. The car goes around the outside. Pepe's arriving.
Oh no! Anyone can win this race.
Pepe
now.
leads. Han Solo's through with Keegan Spark. Jeff Goldblum up into 4th place. Bongo Cat into the pits. Oh, I can't.
Goodness.
What is going on?
It's just all chaos. Did they forget to switch tires? Are they out of tires?
It's that final corner because it's just not been able to clear. And Jesse Pinkman, who was in the lead.
Oh. We said it was such a short lap that any incident could really pile up the leaders, and man, it's just
we did, but I didn't think it was going to happen in this kind of way. Jesse Pinkman's gone off on his own though.
I think this is all from one incident, refusing to go back. Oh yeah, he went off all on his own, just like a mistake.
Catherine Payne's now sideways. This isn't at the final corner. This is somewhere else.
Flavio's back up into 17th.
He is. He's flying along. Right, Pepe is in the... We've got to recap because this has gone absolutely bonkers. Pepe leads up 18 places. Han Solo is now in 2nd place, being trailed from Keegan Spark. Then it's Jeff Goldblum, UJ Ide, Tyler Ankrum. Fernando Alonso has managed to pick his way through. Enrique Lara, Karen Horner, Lando Calrissian, Take Nue. 8 is now up to P12. Richard Attenborough 13. Cecil 14. Susie Wolf 15th. Michael Scott is on the back of that grid, and then it's Flavio Briatore. And we got cars coming back out all over the place.
Yeah.
There goes Alan Carr.
Change.
Fukmi is now back up into 24th place. We got Susie Wolf trying to make a move on a lap down to Cargi, and then Cecil and Michael Scott side by side. And we're going to have an absolutely bonkers last 6 laps because they're all over the place in terms of what lap they're on, what kind of condition their car's in.
This is just one car accidentally losing it, and just lap after lap people piling in and causing other incidents and refusing to clear out.
It's just, yeah, stationary objects in that final corner. Oh,
there's more cars off. That's Taki...
Sheldon Creed.
Sheldon Creed and Tori Takagi, I think, again.
Taki Inoue.
Taki Inoue, okay.
So it's Sheldon Creed that was trying to get out the way, I think. And then, oh, yeah, Taki Inoue's just found the barrier. And we got Enrique Lara trying to make a move for...
Is this live? I don't
This
even
is
know
live
anymore.
now, yeah. Well, Michael Scott and Susie Wolf going wheel to wheel into turn 1.
Ooh. Looks like they've managed to find their way through. They're still side by side, and that's Mike Conway getting in the way of this battle.
Yeah, because he wants to make his way past his only rival, which is Yuki Katayama. Carl Busch, Matt Neal, Bongo Cat is now back up into 21st.
16th. Flavio's back on the back of this big pack. So
yeah, he's trying to pick his way through as he tries to unlap, well, get past the lap car of Mike Conway. That's Samuel Jackson a lap down ahead as well. What lap are we on? 37. That's Pepe on the back of Fukmi, who's a couple of laps down.
Such a shame for Fukmi.
It could have been so different. Who was it that caused it all? Who's the man to blame?
It was Tora Takagi. Lost it out of the final corner and then just started to pile up.
Started the biggest turnaround in Foxworth Autosport history. Johnny Schumacher's off at the final corner. Lando Calrissian lighting up the rear tyres out of the final corner.
Johnny Schumacher going in for damage, maybe?
Yeah, his front wing's pretty damaged, so he's been caught up somewhere on that lap. As he pits now then.
So we've just got 3 more laps to go.
Oh, Richard Attenborough trying to make his way past his teammate who's a lap down. Yeah. Flavio Briatore's got about 4 cars between him and the next position in front. But he's got Catherine... Oh no, Catherine Payne's quite a way behind. So they're all fighting people that they're not fighting at the moment. Where have we got a battle on track? We've got an almighty battle for second place at the moment. So we've got Han Solo leading Keegan Spark and Jeff Goldblum, and UJ Ide is now on the back of this trio as we're on the penultimate lap then.
Oh, just such drama here. We were having a procession and then it all flipped on its head as Flavio got by Richard Attenborough. I thought he was way behind.
It's because Richard Attenborough's had a crash with his brother.
Oh.
The two brothers at the final corner.
Oh, maybe he just lost it all on his own.
He did. He lit up the rear tyres trying to get past Matt Neal. Oh, it's Pepe and Fukyu's been caught up at the final corner. Our race leader has now been caught up. It's going to be Han Solo that comes onto the final lap ahead then. Pepe and Fukyu. That's Lando Calrissian that's off as well.
Oh, that's Taki Inoue.
It is. It's Taki Inoue. Can everybody find their way past?
Oh.
I think they can.
We'll have to take a look at the Fukmi incident afterwards. Let's get
we
back
are
on board with the leader.
We do. I think we're going to have to sit. Well, I mean, there's all kinds going on still at the final corner, but yeah, it's Han Solo. He finds a way always through these races. It's Keegan Spark, Jeff Goldblum, and UJ Ide that are trying to close him down then. As his teammate Lando Calrissian getting out of the way. But it's going to be Han Solo across the line at Knockhill to be our unlikely winner. The podium is Keegan Spark and Jeff Goldblum. UJ Ide, Tyler Ankrum comes across for 5th place. Fernando Alonso is 6th. Out of nowhere, Enrique Lara, Karen Horner, 8, and Cecil both getting into the top 10.
Finally.
Then we got Susie Wolf, Michael Scott, Flavio Briatore recovers to 13th, incredibly. Catherine Payne, Matt Neal has crossed already in 15th. Carl Busch 16th, Bongo Cat 17th. Johnny Schumacher is 18th. Jesse Pinkman across the line in 19th. Pepe, we will go back and see in a minute what happened with him. He was on to... a lot of people were on to win this race at some point today. But the penultimate lap, he got taken out. Richard Attenborough will be 22. Alan Carr 23. Fukyu 24. All the numbers are... It's showing me Richard Attenborough, Alan Carr in joint 22nd place, but I don't think that's right. Fukyu, Renger van der Zande, Louis Spence, Heinz Haldhill, Liam Bridesmaid, Tora Takagi, Samuel Jackson, Sheldon Creed, David Attenborough, Taki Inoue, Fook Me. We'll be definitely saying Fook Me today. Mike Conway and Katayama round off. Right, before we get to our round up on the scores, let's see what unfortunately happened with Pepe. So Pepe had a commanding lead as he was coming down to the final corner then. There's nobody around him, although there is a car off. He's just outbraked himself. He's done the Jesse Pinkman. And Fukmi just followed him off. He would have been fine, but Fukmi just ran into the back of him. Obviously so irritated by having had the same thing happen to her earlier in the race. He's then tried to mount him.
Jeez.
There goes Lando all on his own as well.
She's saying, Fook me right now. Mountain him.
You think you're a meme, Pepe? Wow. Okay. That was unreal.
Indeed.
I can't quite believe how that one turned out. Someone lit some fireworks under that race at some point, and it just went absolutely crazy. It's some very much some RNG during that, isn't it? In terms of
that
how
was
it works out, but
a wild race, and we'll tally up the scores and let you know how it affects the championship. So after that frantic ending there, we look back at the standings, and we got Flavio Briatore predictably on top still, but Han Solo closes the gap majorly with a second and a first. So Flavio did finish down in 13th, his lowest finish of the season, but still on top. And we got Tyler Ankrum, UJ Ide, Karen Horner, Kyle Busch, Keegan Spark, Pepe, Sheldon Creed, and Liam Bridesmaid. Liam was 3rd coming into this race.
yeah, absolutely. It's the gap has closed at the top, but not as much as it could have during that race. And yeah, you just got to feel sorry for some of the guys that could have come away with the win there, the likes of Jesse Pinkman, Bongo Cat. Fook Me was dominating the race. She'd done everything right. But yeah, Han Solo's starting to put a bit of pressure, but it's both of Dan's drivers at the top of the standings. But a long, long way to go. And if the races can change around like that, those standings are a long way from done.
Yeah, and Fook Me all the way down in 31st place with 80 points. If he won that race, could have been up in the top 10. So basically one race win and you're pretty much up in the top 10 in the series. And just such a shame for so many drivers today, but a lot of them were unforced errors. So it is what it is, and yeah, there's still a long way to go. Moving on to the Teams Championship, El Clasico Racing still is in the lead, but Falcon Racing Team is shooting up there with Han Solo bringing home a second and a win. Then we got HWT Motorsports, Pepsi Haters, UJ8A Super License Warriors, Fox's Wet Dream, Memes to the Moon, BBW Cosworth Racing, Team Principals, and Danger Cars by Take Inoue. So yeah, it's been a fantastic return for Dan here in this series. Both his teams are doing really well, kind of following the rage trajectory of last season. So we'll see if he can keep that up. Yeah, we got a lot of new entrants in the top 10, HWT, and then both the Danger Cars entrants in the top 10. So quite a few new entrants, quite a few returning owners, and still got a long way to go. And the gap from 1st to 10th is only 131 points, so anything could change every race weekend at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot that can close up there, and it may be El Clasico and Falcon on top at the moment, but it's not going to take much to switch that around in the teams, even more so than the drivers. But yeah, shout out to both all the Japanese drivers. Actually, they've been the centre of all the action, and they've been rewarded by both of them being in the top 10 at the moment. Pepsi Haters and HWT, I feel, were sleepers in that. They just need a win here or there, and they could very easily get into that championship fight as well. But what a crazy sort of 5 minutes in that race. It was I was regretting putting Knockhill onto the calendar this year, and after a crazy qualifying I was a bit disappointed by the possession we were getting. It only took one moment, and it only does in this championship, to turn everything on its head and produce, I think, the craziest 5 minutes of racing we've seen. It really was that mad. So hopefully you guys managed to keep up with it.
It reminded me of the 1996 Monaco Grand Prix, where there was like a new leader every lap and people were crashing out and running out of fuel or tech issues, and it was just like a new leader.
Yep, oil down at the final corner as everybody started going straight on, and everybody lose their cool, lose their head. But Han Solo managed to keep his head in that one and come through for the most unlikely of wins. But right, we'll be back at the ovals next time out at Charlotte without the full course yellows. I think we would have all agreed by this point that that's probably a failed experiment, unfortunately. So we'll have a classic oval, which will cause chaos, I'm sure. So join us next time out for round number 5. Thank you as always for joining me, Fox. Oh, I'm going to need a lie down after that one. We'll catch you again very soon, lads.